Diaz, High Rise TV, King Lyrical, Blue 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 Diaz, High Rise TV.
It's giving ooh, yeah. We are back.
Yes.
Episode.
Yes.
What is this, number 6 now?
Yeah,
Episode number 6.
Number 6. We in the building. You know who it
We
is,
in the
man.
building. Gang.
Your
You
host.
already know. Let's go.
It's your host, King Lyrical. We got Blue Diaz in the building.
Blue Diaz, of course.
Lonnie Lyric made it today.
Oh, she's in the
Lonnie,
building.
We got our third host, Lonnie Lyric. Give it up for
Lonnie
Lonnie Lyric, y'all. Let's go.
Yes.
What up, Lonnie?
Guys? What's good?
Life.
Life
is
itself.
lit. Yeah, life is lit.
What you know? We haven't spoken a while and everything. So what's going on with you?
First and foremost, I wanna tell you guys I appreciate you guys.
Okay.
For putting me on the wave. Although I haven't been here, I've been in tune. I promote my people. You know what I mean? High Rise Radio. It's fucking it. High Rise Radio. It's a pleasure to be a part of something so grand because you guys are artists that not only match my mindset, but y'all match my hustle. You know what I mean? And y'all support me crazy. So, shout out to Blue. A lot of people don't know Blue is one of the first. Blue is the actual first artist I worked with. I'm not gonna say one of the first. The first artist I ever worked with.
Let's get into the history of that.
Yo, facts.
We haven't.
Let's
Let's put that out there. I clearly don't remember how I met you.
Me neither. It was crazy.
I think we met on a train.
We did.
Right?
You was working security coming from
I was
work.
working security.
That's a fact. We met on 145th. I think we was walking to the train.
Right. I was living in the Bronx at the time. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I remember you told me you do music, and that was back in 2013.
That's a fact.
And
I just had started.
Yeah.
I was super excited.
Yep, I remember that.
Believe it or not, I had a boyfriend. He was mad jealous.
Oh my God!
Remember we was at the crib, we chilling, we eating, and he just staring at Blue like.
I remember that. So what happened was, I told Lonnie, yo, I'm a producer. I make beats. Come by the house. I live over here on Clinton and 175th by Crotona.
Yep.
So Lonnie pulled up with her ex-boyfriend and somebody else. I think it was another female. And y'all was all chilling in my room.
It was my homegirl, yeah. I think it was my homegirl Quay at the time.
Yeah, so then me and Lonnie hit it off ever since. We became real cool, like brother and sister,
Facts.
I didn't like your boyfriend, I'm being honest with you.
I didn't like him.
I didn't like him.
I didn't like him. Got it.
He wasn't even supposed to be my
him.
boyfriend. We ain't even gonna get into that, but
I never liked your boyfriend. I think he was a cornball.
He was a super cornball.
And to this day, he's still a cornball.
He's still a cornball. He's still in my DM somewhere.
So shout out to the cornball.
So shout out to the cornball.
Shout out to the cornball, wherever you are. And I don't care where you are.
That's a fact.
But stay in your corny lane.
Out there.
Shout out to all the cornballs
out there.
Listen, I had to pay for that man. How I gotta pay for you to support me? I had to pay for him to come to my shows. I had to pay for haircuts. I had to do all that. Cause I was like, listen, but that's what you're supposed to do.
You was being a wife.
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
The problem is,
but that shows you're a good person.
I have to be a good person.
Of course.
You gotta be a good person.
Let me tell you.
You gotta be a good person. You don't have to
listen.
Listen, let me break it down. I didn't love him. No, I'm not gonna say that. I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him.
You cared for him.
I cared for him a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. More than I should have because he didn't care about himself. He did it.
Right.
But he had a lot of potential to do things. And now he has a daughter and he's realizing okay, I have to be mature.
He's a family. He married
you know what I mean?
mature.
He has to be mature.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be. Even when people do you dirt, you still gotta have the best intentions and do right.
But you want to hear something funny?
This is true.
I haven't seen you after that, right? You came to my house,
for
right?
long.
Then I saw you on a train. You was across the platform.
Facts.
And you was like, yo, Blue.
I was like, Blue.
And I was like, yo, what up, Lonnie?
Because you know why I was super excited.
And then you said, guess what? I'm not with that idiot no more.
I'm not with him no more. And I wasn't with my management.
I said, thank God.
Because my manager was low-key hating, too. My manager was low-key hating. I don't know what his thing was with Blue. I don't know. I don't know if man, fuck it. Mike Ice.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you knew him before or what, but he was low-key hating. And he told me to charge him a fee. Like, I wasn't going to charge Blue. This is my first person that I'm meeting that want to do a song. Besides, shout out to Mike Mizzou. Shout out to Young Jay. And shout out to MBs, because those was like my brothers. They
Yeah,
got me
shout
started.
out to Mike Mizzo.
Yeah, they
and
put me in the
yeah,
studio for the
definitely,
first time.
definitely.
Right.
But I don't know what his beef was with you. He did not want me to work. Every time I would ask him, like, hey, did that artist, reach out to you so we could work and get the song? I'll never forget it. It was the mix it up or sip it. It was something. I think
it was mix it up.
Mix
Sip it up. I think it was
something.
Sip It Up.
But
Something like
the
that.
song was fire to me, and he
Yeah.
was
Okay.
like, "This is not it." Like he just was like complaining the whole time.
Genuine, what's up?
I ain't know why. I didn't get it,
I
but
don't know what happened. But,
I lost contact
Is
with
that no
Blue, and we never got to do the song. So
Yeah,
that's
and,
why.
and then I haven't seen you in a couple of years after that. And then next thing you know, I saw you in a show, and I was like, "Yo, Lonnie, blah, blah, blah."
Facts.
And then you see how God works in
God
mysterious
works in
ways.
crazy ways because
And-
it was still love, it was still connection, it was still real, and
God brings
the
people
support
back
was genuine,
together.
yeah. And it wasn't even like I don't even know. I think my manager did a show at the time, and you was just one of the people supporting.
Yeah, I
And
remember
just
that.
pulled
I
up.
remember that. Yeah,
My
yeah,
nigga
that
Blue,
was-
my
that's
nigga Blue
how-
pushed like 3 people out the way just to get to next to me and say what up. That shit was love
Yeah,
because I was in the
we
corner.
reunited. Yeah,
My own
yeah.
little way. He was like,
And,
nah, Lonnie's here.
God,
There's definitely some
it's
history
just
there.
mysterious ways how God brings people together.
Oh yeah.
Mysterious ways. It's crazy. Like, shout out to Worldorama.
Facts.
Me and World used to work at Red Lobster back in the day. And I lost contact with him for a long time. And then I saw him in a show, and I was like, yo, this dude looks familiar, because I used to be a big dude
Yeah.
back then. And shout out to World, he used to be the cook, I used to be the dishwasher. We both got fired in Red Lobster. This African dude named Bombay, he called me to the office, and he fired me, he let me go, and then he let World go. He
Damn.
fired both of us,
Now look at y'all now.
Yeah, I know.
Great.
I know. So
Shit,
then I saw World. I said, "Yo, this dude look familiar." So I went up to him. I said, "Yo, World, forgive
As
me, but I'm gonna
always,
is your name Craig?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, you don't remember me?" He was looking at me. He was like, "Yeah, Big Pun. They used to call
Big
you
Pun.
I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, what's up?" And then we got reunited. That's another way, And King Lyrical. How I met King Lyrical over here. My brother King Lyrical. We was in a show one time. I was hosting a show for Angie Stars and King.
Nice.
Something just drew me to him. Was like, yo, it was just the energy, and I was like, yo, man, I got situations coming up, blah blah blah.
Nice.
I want to put you as the headliner because I think I saw him perform, and I said, yo, I like this dude, man. And ever since then, we hit it off real good, man.
Yeah.
That's love.
And,
It's crazy how me and Lyrical been in a room around each other and
Yeah.
we never even know. He showed me a picture, yo. He was like, yo, because the last time I saw you, I think it was that Fisher's book release, right? Now, mind you,
That
I was
comic-
there.
comic
the
book
comic
part
book
of the-
release.
Wait, which one was after? Was it the book release or was it Reloaded Rose's?
Well, Reloaded
Drop.
Rose was the first one. Shout out to Reloaded Rose.
Shout out to Reloaded Rose.
Reloaded Rose did
Reloaded
her.
Rose, yeah.
Yeah, she did her album, her EP release. I don't know if it's an album or EP, but
it
the
was-
shit is
it was
hard.
an EP, I
It was
think.
it's hard.
release,
Yeah, I gotta go check that. It was an EP. Yeah.
I got the invite. That
Yeah,
shit was
yeah, that
fire.
shit was fire. That shit was fire. It was for the.
was the
I-
book release after that, or was
It was the book release was way after that. It was definitely more recent.
All right, so then
Right?
so then that's when.
So,
yeah.
but that's when he first reminded me where we knew each other. Well, where he saw me at. I didn't remember him being there at all. I kept saying that.
right,
I was
right.
like, "Was you there?" And then he pulls up a picture and a video. What behooved me was my little brother, R.I.P. Smooth. I know I just lost my little brother, but he was front and center,
Right.
bopping mad hard to
Yeah.
King's performance, and I'm like, "Where the hell was I?" I don't know where I was at, but it was crazy because it was different situations that he remembered me at, and he was
Lonnie,
like,
not to cut you off, but
Right.
can we get a couple of seconds of moment of silence for your brother?
I mean, we can try. He was never silent.
He was never
He was never silent
silent.
to Aries. Their
Yeah.
birthdays 2 days apart, but we could get the
All right.
moment.
Let's get we definitely get a moment of silence for that for sure.
Love and blessings to your brother.
Appreciate that.
Sleep in
Thank you. I
paradise.
appreciate you
Bro,
guys.
sleep in
Word.
paradise. He's watching over you.
Oh,
sure,
of
for
course.
sure.
Strong energy. I always say that. I think that's why, to get back to King, I think that's why me and King kind of connect, because their birthdays is literally 2 days apart. And a lot of stupid shit my brother did, King does. It's annoying as shit.
Word?
Like,
Oh,
we can't
man.
take the train without him mimicking the exact
Stand clear
train.
of the closing doors.
Yo, he does
please.
that shit
Stand
randomly.
clear of the closing-
And he'll do it loud, so the other passengers that's minding their business trying to get to their destination is
Yo, you want to hear something funny?
It's crazy.
You ever see somebody on the train and then you just start laughing because they got on some funny ass shoes and you start making fun?
Listen, I was on the way here laughing. What's the guy? His name is Tony Macaroni from Yonkers
Yo, I'm crying.
today.
Tony Macaroni?
He was performing on the train today, and I sent it to Lyrical.
There was this
mad
white dude on the train, and King Lyrical and I was on the train. I looked at King Lyrical. He looked at me. He had some pointy long shoes on. And them shits looked like he was about to go skiing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
looked down at his shoes. I looked at King, and then King looked at his shoes, and he bursted out laughing.
Yeah, he can't hold.
Cause we already know what we was both laughing at.
He's not. He can't hold down no lies.
I don't care.
And
I don't be caring either. Fuck it. You laughing at me? Yeah, nigga, I am. Why the fuck you come outside looking like that, nigga? I don't give a fuck.
He looked like he had on some pointy ass John Travolta shoes.
You know what I'm telling you?
Screaming.
That nigga had a fresh pair of Wade in the water.
He had the Don
I don't know what he had, but
the Abu Dhabis on. You heard?
Yeah, I'm
As he should. Fuck it, listen.
But yo, we got an amazing artist in the building today.
Dope,
Yes, indeed.
So, brother, definitely you can introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you from, stuff like that.
You know the vibes. I go by the name of Infamous Ty, representing Flatbush, Brooklyn. Don't fuck around.
Let's go. The Bush in the house.
Sauce.
Give it up for Infamous Todd. Let's go. Everybody knows.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome to the High Rise.
Yes,
Really
I
welcome to the
appreciate
show.
y'all inviting me. So
Yes, sir.
for sure.
definitely.
All right. So Todd, tell us a little about yourself, man. Like how you got into music. Like biggest influences. Like what's the purpose? Like what you do it for, goals, stuff like that.
Well, my very first stage name was Infamous Ty Murder when I first started. I decided to drop the murder out my name due to marketing and promotional reasons.
Right.
I started. I did it in 2015 because I felt that if I'm gonna make a career, I want to have a household name. So I felt like Infamous Ty Murder wasn't gonna get me far the way how I am today. So that was a good move that I made. My biggest influence, I'll say 50 Cent. That's like my biggest idol.
I can hear that. I can definitely hear that in the music for sure.
50 is my idol. I fuck with Lloyd Banks crazy. I fuck with Cassidy crazy.
Okay.
Like basically the old school rap, like Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z here and there, Fab, Jada, Ace Hood, Ludacris, like all those lyrical guys. Like I fuck with them heavy.
It's a pretty good selection you got.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what you got coming up next then, man? What I know you sent me some music, so I definitely want to get into some of it. So
Yeah.
Talk to me. What's coming up next for you? I know you just dropped the project, right?
Yeah, I dropped.
Talk
Shit
about
hard.
I dropped the 103. I dropped it April 1st. That was basically like my comeback project because I've revealed it on social media that I was facing depression around like last year, 2022, like towards the end of the year. Around that time frame, I just didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. I didn't want to hang out. It was like borderline, like just giving it up after all. And then how I got back into it, I was getting invites. Lonnie gave me a couple invites, so like, yo, just pull up. I was like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. And I just got back into the groove, and I was like, okay, maybe I could just pull this shit off.
Okay.
And
I
then,
remember that too because
yeah,
not to cut you off, but Ty was somebody who I never knew supported me until he showed up every time it counted.
Right.
that's a fact.
Like we was on the same team, and even outside of that, a lot of artists wasn't connecting the way Ty used to connect with me. So Ty would walk in the room, I could be so aggravated. Ty always got, first of all, he always got snacks. My son always got snacks. So if you a little hungry, my son got some snacks.
Ty, you got some snacks on you now?
Nah, I don't.
He ain't got no snacks today, but he always got snacks, right?
I was caught in traffic, so I was like, fuck
That
it.
makes sense.
Damn.
No
I was
story.
caught in traffic.
But nah, yeah, Ty
Well, can you go home and get some? Or wait?
We'll wait heavy.
You gonna be
Yo,
waiting
Yo,
like,
Math, you hungry over there?
Yeah, we
you
hungry.
waiting hours for that.
Nah, facts. But nah, yeah, Ty used to. He was just always mad loving. Like I would walk in the room, and he'd just give me the tightest hug, pick me up. spin me around and shit.
That's
And
that's love.
you know, he
That's
knew what I
love.
was going through. Even the shit he didn't know I was going through. We'll get off a meeting call and he'll call me right after that, just giving me my flowers. Nah, sis, you got this. You got to do this. You got to do that. I remember I was having some problems with my ASCAP and my BMI, and I had found out my old management, they changed my passwords. So I couldn't get in touch. I couldn't get none of my royalties. Everything was messed up, and I was right there like, fuck it. Ty was like, nah. He had the main number, the main email address. He was on the phone with me for hours.
I'll be telling
trying
people.
That's
word.
That's love.
Like,
That's
and that
love.
was love, because right then and there, you know, I was going through my own depression, my own battles, and he never like stayed away from giving me my flowers. You know what I'm saying? So when he did put that out there, I felt like it was only right. Like when you go through depression, you don't want to hear the same shit. Oh, it gets better.
Right.
You gonna get through
Right.
it, because
Right.
in that moment, that shit feels like forever. Like you feel like you in the dark with no light switch forever.
Yeah, it does.
And
It
it's
does
hard,
feel like that.
especially when you are an artist. You don't want to make yourself
Exactly.
vulnerable, because
Yes.
then people quick to use that shit against you.
But
You
you
know
know,
what I'm
you know
saying?
something,
So-
Lonnie. I mean, us as humans, we all go through a dark stage in our
Right.
life.
But I think
Everybody.
people forget that we are also
Yeah.
humans. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I
right
feel
about
like
that, yeah.
people forget,
Definitely.
like especially somebody like me who is always so full of energy, so full of light, and so like people forget that I have feelings and emotions too. So when I
Yeah.
get
That's a
crazy,
fact.
don't say I'm crazy
Yeah.
because now I done held it down, because I'm also an artist that keeps professionalism first. I'll hold it down. You don't even know I'm mad the whole night because I got this pretend smile on the whole night. But little that you know, I'm burning a hole through your face while I'm looking at you. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what I mean?
That's
But I
some
never let it
Superman.
be too much. But Ty was somebody who knew how to carry himself in a way where you would never know. Like, I would have never known he was going through depression if he never would have took that time to be vulnerable and put it out there.
And put it out
You know what
there.
I'm saying? He
Right.
invited me to what was it? It was your birthday studio session. Mind you, hold up, we got some tracks.
Okay.
Wait,
Going for the Killer's Fire. That's
That's
on the
a
project.
fact.
Make sure you go to. man.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite collabs. I'll let y'all know right now. But I didn't know in that time that you was going through everything you were going through because you was still so full of life.
Nah, because the one thing about me, there's a lot of things I don't talk about.
Right.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things I don't talk about. For what reason? I just don't know. Because one thing about me, like, I will say this, right? There's a lot of shots I've been taking to the chin, either musically or in life, right? But when I explode, I'll probably embarrass you and make you cry. Like, there's a lot of things I know about a lot of people, and it's like, I would like chill,
Yeah.
you know, cause I understand that I have a 15-year-old sister that looks up to me every day. I may not see her during the day because I work overnight and she go to school during the day, and whenever we see each other. But you know, and then I have a mom at home that look up to me as well. So it's like I'm like the role model of the house. So it's like I have to move accordingly and keep a level head at all times, no matter what. You know, so it's like, so I tell people all the time, it's like, you know, love people, take care of yourself,
Love
you know,
people, take care of yourself.
understand people. That's one thing I'm very big on, you know, but.
That's real.
No, that's a fact.
That's real. Give it up for that.
And you know what it was, it's difficult for people like us, especially like people like the four of us, because we're leading the youth.
Yeah.
A lot of artists, producers, influencers,
Yeah.
they look at us as the next big thing.
Yeah.
So we have to always make sure we're maintaining that status no matter what we're going through. Because the moment we put ourselves in a vulnerable state out to the open,
It's world
it's
star.
either
It's world
it's
star.
world star,
It's
you
world
get
star.
canceled.
All
World star,
publicity,
shade
listen,
room,
listen,
it's
all publicity
everything.
ain't good publicity, but listen, I don't care. If y'all know, I have my moments of being on live, wig off, crying, tears, snot coming out my nose, but that's okay. Because when I make it and I'm in my main shit, I'm gonna do the same thing, drinking my mimosa with my snot and my boogers and all of that, expressing myself, being who I am.
But you know
That's
what?
a
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm not gonna put y'all in there because I know y'all care. I don't care. I don't
I
care
get-
because I'm gonna be me 100%.
That's
but
it.
it's good. But it's still good for artists to do that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you always
Yeah.
have those side of the artists that they know you go through things and they know you a kind of person, so they try to put that energy in you so you explode. But you also got those artists that won't give you your flowers that also try to make you
Facts.
feel more discouraged than you already feel.
Right.
That's a
You know what I'm
big
saying?
fact.
And
Y'all
that's
right.
something that me and Ty connect on too.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of like low key hate, low key things thrown at Ty.
Oh,
At
yeah.
first I used to be
Oh, yeah.
confused. Like Ty's mad humble. Ty's mad cool, but then when you see it and you see why, you like, oh, they hating on his growth. Oh, he's this, and you know what I mean. So when I used to see how confident he was, regardless of what he was going through, that shit used to make me hype.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took a lot. I'm not easily impressed, But Ty, every time he performed, I had to be front and center. You know my favorite bars. The streets ain't for everybody. That's why they use Sound
Oh, the Wicked
Shame me, the
Streets,
Wicked
yeah.
Streets is hard. I gotta go
Yeah.
check that out. I done played a whole cop in there in that video.
Nah, that music video
That
fire.
music video was
I gotta
one of
check
my
that out.
favorite.
I think that's probably like my best music video
Yes,
put together.
yes. It made me want to get creative with my videos for sure. Because you did that. But.
I definitely did that.
So what's your plans for the album and the project? Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting
For
the-
which project? Because I got a lot
I mean,
of
you
projects in
the one
making.
you just dropped is hard, and
Um,
I'm waiting for the merch for that one because I feel like you said some shit in a couple of tracks on there that I don't think nigga, a lot of shit go to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take balls and make it merch. That's how I look at it. So, what is your next plans with it?
well, it's basically showcase wise is going out of town.
Nice.
I was in Philly Memorial Weekend. I did Stop the Violence for the first time.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I still need to get out there. Shout out to Stop the Violence.
So
They've been doing that shit since the 80s, man. That's
And that's what Abraham
I got
Lincoln
an
done?
invite.
come on, man. Come on,
I thought you was
man.
gonna say
I
some
got,
Abraham
you
Lincoln.
got. Hold on, man.
That's his favorite line. If you know. He be like, since Abraham Lincoln died. I'm like, well, damn, a lot happened since
Listen, we
Abraham
gotta wait for the
Lincoln
right
died.
time for that one, baby. Come on, man. You got it, man. I'm saying.
Nah.
Yeah,
But
so
nah, go ahead.
That's King
I was
Liverpool's
out-
favorite line.
I was out there on Memorial Weekend. I got another invite to be out there June 25th, so I'm definitely gonna be back out
I
there.
know the
again.
day of
Okay.
Pride, I want to go so bad, but I need to be out there with the drinks.
What else? I'm initially trying to do a tour
Ooh,
with
Shout out to that.
somebody, whoever has like a legit tour going on, because I reached a point in my career where it's like, all right, I understand the music scene in New York City. There's a lot of politics involved, and it's very oversaturated. And I came to understanding that there's different markets across the nation.
right.
So if I feel, or if artists feel that if they could take their music or their sound to a different market, they could be a legend in that market, or they could be unstoppable in that market. So well, I feel that with my personality, my brand, my music, merch, everything, if I take it to a market like DC, Virginia, Texas, any big markets that's doing music, I feel that I will stand out there because, you know, they're so accustomed to a certain sound. So when I bring my sound over there, it's going to be different to them. And, you know, they're going to look at me as a superstar. So that's another thing I'm working on.
You know, there's two. I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? There's two things you could do.
Mm-hmm.
There's those places where you know your music is gonna thrive at. There's the
Yeah.
places you want to hit, but you
Yeah.
also want to take a look at your Apple, see where it's hitting, see what states it's hitting, see what countries it's hitting. You want to take a look at your Spotify, do the same thing. The moment you see Germany on there, China on there, or even another state like Washington State, well, those is the places you want to hit. Fuck somebody else's tour. Make your own.
That's a fact.
Create the blueprint based off of that.
Based off of that.
Yeah.
And then think about your sound too.
Yeah.
Because you go to those places, they're gonna love you, regardless. Because they're already listening to you there.
Facts.
So you're gonna have the fans there.
Facts.
And then wherever you feel like your sound needs to be is the place that you go. Either way, you can't lose.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
You can't lose.
You definitely
You know
right
what I mean?
about
So you
that.
always create your own blueprint.
Yeah.
Fuck what anybody else doing. Do an infamous Thai tour.
Yeah, like I told Blue, I was like, all I do is get money and stay out the way. I don't engage into the
Yeah,
shenanigans
that's how
in,
you're supposed to do
in
it.
New York.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
how
you're
you gotta
supposed
do
to
it.
do it.
Like, you never-
That's how real celebrities move. They
That's
get
a
their
fact.
fucking money, they perform, they go to the studio, and they stay the fuck out the way. That's how you're supposed to do it.
like any event anybody invite me to, I go support them. I'm out. I'm going to work. Or any event that I do, I'm
Facts.
performing at. I'm out. I'm going to work.
Right.
I don't got time to like hang around and fuck around and do anything.
Nah,
'cause,
Ty
like,
will. He
You
came
feel me?
to a
Like
show.
after this
I don't know how
interview,
he was there.
Right.
like
Going
after
to
this
work.
interview, I'm going
He
to
was
work.
like, yeah, you went right to
You
work.
feel me? I'm going straight to work. That's it. So
Okay.
that's what I do. You feel
I
me?
didn't even know he was in the
hand-
building until I seen the video.
Yeah.
Mad deep.
But one thing I can say about you, Ty, since I've known you, you always been a humble dude, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
you always keep to yourself, and you know you about your business.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
try to stay out. I try to stay out of the controversy, stay out of the politics and everything. Even though you're gonna face it regardless. But,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
of
part of the
course.
game.
you know.
Of course.
So
It's
I
always
try
gonna
to.
be there.
it's
But
always
how
gonna
you
be
handle it is another way too, and I feel like you handle a lot
there.
low key on some humble. Like
I do.
I don't think nothing could get Ty mad. I done seen some stuff happen, and Ty the only one there smiling.
Wow.
laughing at everything or just like
Very
taking
calm
it with a
and
grain of
collected.
salt.
Now
calm
for
and
me,
collected.
for me, it takes a lot for me to get mad.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Like if I don't really, because like I said, there's a lot of things I don't talk about. So if there's a lot of feelings and emotions balled up, then eventually I'm gonna explode some way somehow. I may not explode at the person directly, but I'm
Right.
gonna explode at somebody else because somebody else may have an understanding.
Right.
And the only person who really has an understanding is they got to be a Leo like me because I'm a Leo. You feel
You
me?
would ask you what your sound was. So.
Yeah.
That
So-
lion.
So if I have a conversation with a Leo and they know they could automatically connect because they go through that same atmosphere.
Right.
You feel me? So yeah, that's really about it.
All right.
Well, in terms of the project, I want to do a music video. I want to do because I got an offer to do a music video. What else I want to do? There's a lot of shit that I want to do. To be honest with you, I just got like goals, and I'm just writing down my goals and just sticking to the plan, regardless of who switch up. You know, you just gotta stick to the plan.
All right. So let's get into some of your music, man. Give me a record you want me to play. Tell me about the record.
Well, it depends what I sent you because I sent you like 4 tracks, right?
You sent me 3.
I sent you 3.
I'm gonna pick a random one. Fuck it. No Days Off.
Yeah.
Featuring the Sis, Reloaded Rose.
Yeah.
That's on the project.
Yeah.
That's on the project.
Let's get into
All right,
that.
so I'm gonna
So
tell
yeah,
y'all.
Let's get into that.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all the secret about that record, right? First things first, that's the leading song on that project. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, that record, that's out of like probably like over 100 records that I've did. That is the only record I recorded when I was sick. So if you listen to like songs that I've did like Wicked Streets, Too Much Sauce, I did it on a normal voice.
Right.
But that record, it was if you listen to the vocals, it's different. And the way how Zukai, shout out to Zukai.
Nah, Zoo is fire.
Zoo
Shout out
is
to
fire.
Zukai.
Like
Y'all gotta definitely go
S5
over
Studios
there.
is fire.
Yes.
Like the way how she
I'll
chopped up
bring
the
you over there,
vocals.
but you ain't meet Zuka. But you gonna meet Zuka. She's a
Yeah,
beast.
the way how she chopped up the vocals, you could have sworn that I did it in one take, but it was like 50 million takes I did because my voice was going in and out, in and out, in and out. But y'all gonna listen to it. But throw it on. Y'all gonna
I
see.
Reloaded Rose, yo.
All right. So let's introduce the record. Introduce your record, man.
You know the vibes is God Infamous Ty. We playing that No Days Off featuring Reloaded Roses track for all the grinders, the hustlers, the get money guys. No Days Off, you know the vibes. High Rise Media radio station.
Let's
We
go.
outside.
Get
Let's
it.
go. Let's go.
Yeah. No days off. No days off.
They say, Ty, where you been at? All summer long, I've been working on that get back. I just dropped some new merch, niggas better get that. In this week alone, nigga, I just made like 10 racks. I've been up and down in these streets. I remember times when I had no food to eat. Sick of being hungry, I'm about to be a beast. Bringing every member of my team to the seat. We all gotta eat, Been in the trap, but now I'm back. Lame niggas can't give me no that. Too much sauce, got it right on her back. Shorty said I wanna big in her back. These whole niggas ain't fucking with me. 2 bad bitches been sucking on me. They see me as a threat, I see now click, pow, check IV. They know my body, I get busy. Tryna put it on for my city. Come here, baby, let me tell you put my dick in the air like a wet willy. All money in, young Nipsey. Swag on 100, too drippy. Your bitch know I soon blow. She on my side like a kidney. Whoa, no time for that. Got no time for that. Whoa, they know I'm on my grind, ain't got no time for that. No time for that. Got no time for that. Whoa, they know I'm on my grind, ain't got no time for that. No time for that. Got no time for that. Whoa, they know I'm on my grind, ain't got no time for that. Whoa, I've been grinding all my life, no days off. I've been shining for some time, no days off. Gonna take what's mine, no days off. No days off. No days off. I've been grinding all my life, no days off. I've been shining for some time, no days off. Gonna take what's mine, no days off. No days off. No days off.
If you looking for some trouble, then you came the wrong way. Bullshit, my shorty feed me grapes when I have long days. Tryna keep it classy, skip the Henny, we got Chardonnay. I don't owe a nigga shit unless they name is Sally Mae. Yeah, Yeah, you heard it right. If you don't like me, then just say it then. Learn more from screwing up and doing the same mistakes again. I got 2 degrees, my profession ain't what I majored in. Long story short, I made it out so I can make it in. Sick as the flow, cause I'm too original. Passing blunts like giving goals, I've been here before. This shit feel like deja vu. I swear I've been killed or you hoe. You bitches faker than your spray tan. Born hustler, I was 7 with a pair of Ray-Bans. Me and my lemonade stand, nigga, I'm different. I make anything a business. They gon' know me from picking up racks and bouncing back like tennis. I ain't stopping till for Christmas. I got Bentleys for my siblings. Don't come to me with problems if my way ain't gon' fix it, little bitch. No time for that. Got no time for that. They know I'm on my grind, ain't got no time for that. Whoa.
I've been grinding all my life, no days off. I've been shining for some time, no days off. Gonna take what's mine, no days off. No days off, no days off. I've been grinding all my life, no days off. I've been shining for some time, no days off. Gonna take what's mine, no days off. No days off, no days off.
Little bitch.
They gonna know me for picking up racks and bouncing back like tennis.
Shout out Reloaded Rose for that one.
Whoa, that was a bar.
Yo, that's a dope record.
Yes.
That's a
Dope
dope
shit,
record. I see
I
a
like
lot
that.
of different visuals in my head for that. So I don't know what you guys gonna do for the music video if y'all do one. But yeah, man, that's gonna be something.
I want to be the tennis racket.
That's gonna be something.
Oh man, I'm open to whatever.
Wait a minute,
ideas.
time out a second. Did you just say you want to be the tennis racket?
Yeah. I want to be the tennis racket. Nah, that ass. That was one of the ones though.
That's a record.
That was one of those ones.
Word.
That's all. I like that record.
Definitely.
I like that.
I just, for this project in particular, I just had to switch it up because, you know, if you really know me and know my catalog and understand the music that I deliver to the platforms, I have the East Coast boom bap sound. You know, the typical 90s, early 2000s sounds.
Right.
So when you listen to the project, because it's only 8 tracks, it's diverse. You understand?
Versatile.
It's very versatile. So
Okay.
I just had to like step out of my comfort zone a little bit, just to let people know, like, look, listen, Wicked Streets, Trying to Get Rich, Too Much Sauce, they may be the anthems, but I gotta fuck with this project. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, that project definitely was impressive when I heard a different sound of time.
Yeah.
Different sound of time. I think it make them up, man. They was sleeping. You slid up on them like pajamas, you heard?
I like
hard,
that.
you feel me? Yeah, I gotta go definitely tap
Slid
in.
up on them like
Infamous Time.
pajamas. I like that one.
I like
That was a bar. That was a bar. I like that one.
That was a
Feel me,
ball.
feel me, but
Nah, but no doubt. I know I'm definitely gonna tap into it. I gotta make sure I do because that song. You know, it's always we always pick one random song out of a project when somebody drops a new project, and it's gotta be that one. Like if it's not, then it's like, all right, fuck you. Like I don't want to listen to it no more. Like I'll be so serious about shit. I'll be like, listen, because at the end of the day, if you an unsigned artist, they're not looking for a project. They're looking for that single. So if you say this is the single that's on the project that's supposed to blow you up, then that better be the fucking single.
That's a fact.
That better be it. Because if it's not, and it's something else, and you told me it was, so now I can't trust you because you told me it was something completely different. Then you're going to look after you like, next.
I ain't gonna lie, I like albums or projects that you can listen to the whole thing straight through. And there's a few of those, you know.
Of
There's
course.
times where me and King, we working, we doing whatever, and I got an album going straight through.
Yeah.
And Todd's one of those albums. Reloaded Rose is one of those albums.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Young Jay. He got an album. The skits and all, I know every word from word because it's creative. You remember back in the day we used to have a skit, you know what I mean? Like in between certain songs or whatever. And Young Jay's one of the first artists to do that. So I'll play it straight through. So he, on top of Young Jay, on top of those other artists I named, Infamous Time got this album. You can listen to it straight through.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, I don't know.
Okay.
We all have different ears.
That's what you know.
And I'm not
Right.
saying that because he's here. Because if he wasn't, you know what I mean? Listen, Todd, that one ain't it, bro. You know what I mean? I had no problem being an artist because he's an easy artist to work with.
Right.
There was times where we did songs and I didn't even like how I sounded, and I'll be like,
Right.
yo, we should change this or change that, and you could tell Ty like, yo, say this word like this, and he take the constructive, and then he'll flip it, and then
he'll flip
nothing
Right.
he said, nothing you said, but what he just created by you just saying one little thing changes the whole dynamic of his the way he projects his music. So
Wow.
yeah, you got one
That's
of those
talent-
one
that's
of those
talent right there.
albums you can listen to.
Nah, it's just with in terms of skits, my previous album, Infamous Diaries, that's like a love breakup kind of vibe. In my opinion, that's like a no skip album.
No skip.
No skip album. It went from love making, baby making, potentially.
Is that the one that No Interruptions is on?
It's 2 parts.
It is, right?
It's 2 parts. There's No Interruptions. Part 1 featuring Justice the Kid, and Part 2 featuring you will be on Infamous Diaries Volume 2.
Yeah.
So
That's my joint, y'all. It
Shout out to that. Shout out to
make me
that.
feel silky.
Okay.
the only reason why I got the only
like
reason
that.
why
She said,
the
"Makes me
reason
feel
why
silky."
the reason why I'm big on projects because I was watching a video with Beyonce. She has stated that today's music, everything is just about singles. Nobody's not really releasing full body length projects. And she was like, she suggested that the artist should get into that mode where they're releasing full length body projects. So
Right.
when I was listening to her, I was like, okay, maybe I should give the independent scene a full length project. Because if you go at these showcases, everybody say, oh yeah, I got the single, it's on all platforms, it did this amount of numbers, but then there's no follow-up. There's no EP, there's no album, and it's like, okay, when is the album gonna drop?
Yeah, you're out in that.
You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, the single gets you through the door, gets you the investments, gets you the bag and everything. But
I mean, it depends. Like, it really just depends on the artist and the artist's hustle and what the artist want to do. You know, everybody's different. Some
Yeah.
people ride the single wave. Some people don't know how to create projects. They don't know how to create albums. They don't know how to create EPs. They don't even know what an EP is, even understood what it means. They don't even know what an EP is. So, you know, it just depends on the artist. If you are a great project creator, then I don't see why not. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Her got big off of an EP called Her.
Literally.
Every song was fire.
Everything.
They literally, she got
Non-skip.
signed off of their project. So it's
Off
not
of
like it's
project.
impossible.
No.
It's just you gotta kind of create the narrative, and then you gotta know who's who. Like, if industry is what you want to do, you gotta know who wants what.
Right.
Like, if you trying to go for Rock Nation, you gotta have the numbers. That's just what it is. You got to have the numbers. They're
gotta
looking
have
for the
the numbers
business.
up.
Fuck the
That's
talent.
right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? They signed Megan Thee Stallion after she signed with 1800 and got whatever the fuck she got. You feel me? They signed not Megan Thee Stallion, Benny the Butcher after they blew up. After Griselda and West Side Gun on they blew up
And they
and got
blew
the
up.
numbers.
Oh, they
That's
under
when
Rock
signed
Nation?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're under Rock Nation now.
Oh,
They
wow.
got a distribution through them. Yeah, and a marketing deal.
Oh wow.
But you know what I'm saying? But somebody like that, you got to go for like a Elektra or a Arista or something like that, where they're more into the talent. Even Sony, like if they looking for more of the talent as opposed to caring about the numbers, because they'll put the bag behind you if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So it just really depends on who it is. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta like study a little bit and then look at the artists that signed to them too. Look at the different artists. Be like, I'll give you an example. An R&B artist, a good R&B artist, they want to go with Universal. Because Universal type, they look for the talent. They don't really care about the numbers so much. They want to know if you really can sing.
They really can sing,
They'll
right.
write for you. If you don't know how to write, they'll provide all of that. They want
Right,
them old school industry labels that will literally provide everything for you if you're willing to work with
They're
them.
willing to work with them.
And they'll help you blow up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it just depends. It just depends. You know what I mean? You just gotta kind of find what label you trying to go for. Look who's there.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like, there's just different ways to do it. Like, all right, so boom. So let's say if I was an R&B or like a straight R&B artist, I would look and see. I would go for Universal and look and see who's underneath Universal. I would just look and see, and then whatever artist is on Universal, like I'll give you an example, Taylor Swift. If you got the Taylor Swift money to get a feature from her, I would do a song with her.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
Somebody
I'm saying?
somebody
So-
looked at me crazy when I said that. They was like, yo,
No,
between
no,
her
no,
and
no,
Katy
no.
Perry, I'm paying her before I pay
That's another
anybody.
one. That's
Yeah.
another.
Somebody
Katy Perry's
said,
another
what,
one.
Katy Perry?
That's another one.
I'm paying Katy Perry or
Pay him.
one of them immediately before I pay somebody. Not to downplay nobody in the industry right now or in the urban industry.
Right.
But I'm going commercial.
No, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's not
I'm
even.
paying one
But
of
you know
them.
what? You're not downplaying. I'm gonna tell you why you're not downplaying. If you're an R&B artist,
Right.
and you know you got a singer, you know you got talent, and you pair with one of these artists, you automatically getting their clout, you getting their backing automatically.
Oh, for sure.
That's
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
That's right.
Universal hears the record. Whoever the A&R is that signed Taylor Swift,
What up, Jay?
who's that person?
Who's the featured artist on that?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like,
for
wow.
sure. Yeah, you
Now-
know, somebody
now-
like Bruno
yeah,
Mars
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? That's my first.
That's how it
somebody
goes.
asked me,
Yeah,
who's
that's
the
how the-
first
that's how the
artist I
game
want to
goes,
work
yeah.
with is either Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, or
They'll be
Taylor
like,
Swift.
yo, we know about you already. We already signed, but
Yeah.
who's that artist?
Right.
Bring her
Yeah,
to the
you know what
office.
I'm
now.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Bring her up
That's
here.
how
Because
a
those
lot
are
of these
creative
artists
people.
That's
get
how
their
it
foot
is.
in the door. A lot of
And
these
that's a
artists get
smart
their
way
foot
to
in the
do it
door.
too. Exactly.
If you know artists got a little bit of a buzz, yo, pay that nigga to just do a song with you real quick.
That's it.
If
That's
it's a
it.
band, fuck it, just do it because
do
you
it.
know his clout is gonna match
Yeah.
yours. You automatically gonna get it. Oh, you did a song with him? Alright.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It just you
Yeah.
never know, man. Shout out to FL Fast Life. That's my boy. If y'all know FL Fast Life, FL Fast Life run with Dice Peso, Jim Jones, whatever. He signed to Rap A Lot Records. He got that deal because he do features. Nigga got a feature with Mano. He got a feature with Jim. He got a feature with Dice. And he not even trying to go commercial. He's still underground with it and still independent with it. But he just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different way of doing things. Everybody got their lane. You feel me? So it's just all about what you want to do. You know what I
That's
mean?
the time I'm on. I'm trying to pay some big artists, and I don't mind paying that. You know, a lot of artists, they get in that stuck up ways with the whole feature thing and the feature price and all of that and all that. And
Don't
that's
work
where
with
I'm trying to
everybody,
go.
but work with the people that you need to be
Oh,
working
yeah, I'm
with.
trying to get some Taylor Swift money right now. Shit.
That's a fact.
Some
That's a
Bruno Mars
fact.
for money right now. You feel me? I'm trying to step out in a tuxedo and a bow tie with my son Bruno real quick.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But nah, so
But yeah, man.
Ty, what are you looking forward for in your music career?
Yeah.
Like
That's a good question.
where do you feel like your music, if you consistently stick to your plan and what you wrote out all of these months and all of this time that you've been putting your project out, what do you feel like you're gonna get out of it, or what you want to get out of pushing yourself as an artist?
Oh, damn, that's a good question.
I be thinking about that myself, so I
That's a
gotta
good
ask the
question.
artist too.
What do I really want out of this? My biggest goal is number one is to make the supporters happy no matter what. That's my biggest goal. No matter if it's a 30-second content on TikTok, no matter if it's a video, it's just keeping them happy. You understand? Keeping them happy, keeping them entertained. If you don't have them entertained, then it's on to the next. Because like I said, music industry is already oversaturated. So what I try to do is try to find creative ways to make people happy, keep people tuned in. Like on days when I'm available and I have nothing to do, I'll do like Instagram polls on Instagram and be like, hey, what y'all think about this? Or hey, what you think about this remix? Just to tease them a bit, and just to keep them entertained. So that's my first thing, is to keep people happy. Number two, I know it sounds crazy to some people, but I'm actually looking forward to get signed to a major label. The reason is mostly because of finances. To be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it 100 with all of y'all in here. Finances is not like that for independent artists. So I feel that in life, not just only with music industry, but just in life, you gotta give up a little to get a little.
Of course.
Right.
Sacrifice always.
So if I have to give up a record or two, give up a publishing or two in order to get a couple $1 million, then hey, fuck it, so be it.
I don't think that's crazy at all. I think that's realistic.
Yeah, no, I'm just being
I think
realistic
that's
because
realistic.
a lot of people fake the funk. You understand? Like, oh, I don't need a deal. I got this. I got that. Yeah, sure you do. When you look at those inquiries and those prices, yeah, you may want to need the investor to invest into that. You feel me?
That's right.
So and also number 3 is longevity.
Very important.
I look at artists like Biggie and Pac, for example. You understand? Biggie, technically, he only lived to see one album, besides Life After Death. Right. 25 years later, the Juicy album still bumps till this day.
Right.
You understand? Pac on the other hand, what was the album he did that went diamond that he dropped in '96?
That was All Eyes.
Well, he dropped
All Eyes on Me.
He
Yeah.
dropped 2 albums. He dropped Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me, which they both went diamond.
They both went diamond.
They both went diamond. Yeah. Same thing with Pac. 25 years later, music still bumps. On Mother's Day, right? When Mother's Day come by, first song you think of is Tupac, Dear Mama. No matter what.
Right.
That's a fact.
No matter what. No matter who got a Mother's Day song or whatever, that's the first song you're going to think of.
You're gonna think of.
You feel me?
Exactly.
That's what I call longevity. And if I'm able to create a record that can have a time span of 10, 15, 20 years plus, I know I made it.
Facts. Facts.
Fuck
Yeah.
whatever
Facts.
is going on.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
So
Right, because when
with
you're long
me-
gone, your music is still gonna be here forever.
Yeah, so
Right.
with me, that's why I'm very anal with projects. I'm very big on projects because I could have a lead single that's doing like 10, 15, 20,000 streams, but it could just be that one song that's maybe doing less than 1,000 streams, but the message is getting across.
Yeah.
You understand?
Definitely.
So that's why I'm very big on that. So it's just making people happy, longevity, and signing to a major label.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love that.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. And that's really, that's what it is.
That's a fact.
So I'm gonna get into some music and take a little break, piss, shit, shower, shave, whatever the fuck you gotta do.
That's it.
And we'll be right back. High Rise Radio.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey. Oh God. Hey. Yeah.
King Lyrical, bitch.
She gon' pop it for niggas that throwin' that bag for real. She gon' pop it, lock it, drop it. I throw no money, ain't copping the feel. She gonna cock it, she on my body, she think I be capping, I do this for real. She gon' throw it back. Nigga, you know I'ma kill. She gon' pop it for niggas that throwin' that bag for real. She gon' pop it, lock it, drop it. I throw no money, ain't copping the feel. She gon' cock it, she on my body, she think I be capping, I do this for real. She gon' throw it back. Nigga, you know I'ma kill. It's giving ooh, yeah. I'm in this motherfucker and I'm lit. You in the corner crying to your bitch. I make it rain like we in the sticks. Louis the belt with the hat to match. I'm capturing poverty, keeping the tax. Hey, you can keep tipping, my nigga. We vibing and making it stack. I'ma go slide that though. She wanna ride on my pole. She wanna get on top, yeah. I told her go for a hoe. Clapping that ass and spin deck. Shorty gon' put on a show. Sparkler deep in the pussy, light it up, shorty a pro, yeah. She gon' pop it for niggas that throwin' that bag for real. She gon' pop it, lock it, drop it. I throw no money, ain't copping the feel. She gonna cock it, she on my body, she think I be capping, I do this for real. She gon' throw it back. Nigga, you know I'ma kill. She gon' pop it for niggas that throwin' that bag for real. She gon' pop it, lock it, drop it. I throw no money, ain't copping the feel. She gon' cock it, she on my body, she think I be capping, I do this for real. She gon' throw it back. Nigga, you know I'ma kill. Yeah.
Hold on. Yo. Y'all know when y'all don't feel good enough? 6 on the beat. Gotta remind them you too good for them. Shit me. The cold pit. Lyric. Yeah. Hold on. Diamond in the rough.
Don't you ever think you ain't good enough? You good enough. Baby, don't you ever think you ain't good enough? You good enough, baby. Yeah. I'm on my bullshit. I'm in my bag. It's too good for you. I'm all bad.
First things first, I don't give a fuck about opinions and feelings. It's time to hit that kill switching, then we off in the witness. I held niggas down, but that's the part they don't mention. Yeah, I slept up park benches, I was down in the trenches. Ain't no shame in my game, cause that's the shit that done made me. Now I'm running up the bag, and that's the reason they hate me. Scuffle through the struggle, dripping when I stumble. Had my heart up in the duffel, so I tripled up the duffel. I seen a lot of niggas changing, and these bitches started hating. I'm just running up the bag, flexing, counting up in faces. Rockstar lifestyle, they hoping I don't make it, but my life is amazing. I'm a legend in the making, starting looking up, wanna level up, a diamond in the rough. Said I wasn't good enough, but I was more than enough. All I did was show love, now I pull it all in me. I'm who y'all can never be. Loving how y'all envy me, you know the vibe, I'm the vibe. Lil Jen gon' shine back on my bullshit. Grind on the rise, and now it's my time. Hold on.
Bullshit. I never been.
Crazy. Yeah.
Now I'm all back.
You were diamond in the rough. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't worth nothing. Don't let them tell you you ain't good enough. Most of the time you be.
Yeah, I just wrote this shit. My bad. Coming back off a mission. Fuck boy, no commission. Been on quarantine for a little while, but I will up them and live them. Oh, you thought shit different? Yeah, them bankrolls hitting. Big bang bitches walk in the spot. Yeah, we up in the building. And we snatching all the candy up like we was fucking children. Is you shitting me or you kidding me? Not stopping at 1 million. A bitch thinks she chameleon. That's cause I blend. Bitches thought it was the end. No system in the sand. And I'm always on 10. Heard you was chatting, I'm pulling up. Beauty and the beast, you dumb or what? I leveled up. 2-bathroom condo with the 70-inch that I'm putting up. I come from the struggle and so what? Said that I robbed her, she the big crib, but I'm on border and I'm still untouched. Bitches be scheming, no, I'm a demon. Yes, I will up them and leave them. You play with semen, you just a street shit. That's why they fuck you and leave you. Since you can't fuck with the blend, playing with me is a sin. You meet your end, you and your friend, oh, you and your kin. Ha! Come from a cloth, you couldn't stretch. Come from a circle, you couldn't test. Quiet on deck, ain't on set. I put that on a bike, got beat mode on survival. I'm self-made, bitches perpetrate, loose weight, lightweight, send a low cage. Pussy nigga, you just bait. You want rubber with sweet dog. Feeling froggy, then leap ho. Shoot the 30, no street code. Do you dirty like a sheep hoe. Barrel on, now you deep throat. Lady Mac, eat East Coast. No blood, take a free smoke. Coming back off a mission. Fuck boy, no commission. Been on quarantine for a little while, but I will up them and live them. Oh, you thought shit different? Yeah, them bankrolls hitting. Big bang bitches walk in the spot. Shit, we up in the building. And we snatching all the candy up like we was fucking children. Is you shitting me or you kidding me? Not stopping at 1 million. A bitch thinks she chameleon. That's cause I blend. Bitches thought it was the end. No system in the sand. And I'm always on 10. Bitch. Little bitch. Little bitch. I'm back.
Shit got the block moving. Top Dawn shit. Yeah. I ain't even lying, it feel like a block party. So many girls, you think it's a dot party. Everybody drunk off the Henny and Bacardi. Girls dancing wall to wall and acting horny. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I ain't even lying, it feel like a block party. So many girls, you think it's a dot party. Everybody drunk off the Henny and Bacardi. Girls dancing wall to wall and acting horny. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. Yeah, got the block jumping, dawn in the party. I got mommy feeling naughty, G-Mac in the Audi. I'm back mixing the Henny, man, damn with Bacardi. The way I rap, yeah, I came back, damn with the army. You should fall back, mommy, and really not start me. I'm hype as the billboards really starting to chart me. Never front on me, man, for one of these dumb broadies. I'm here to turn up for the pain and the glory. Dawn shit, put the pressure lanes in our pitch game. Goddamn, man, yeah, the one of your shorties. Girls acting nasty, dancing on the wall, but they talking real crazy and acting real horny. Back with Speedy Baby, the end of your story. Ladies, put your hands up and twerk it up for me. I ain't even lying, it feel like a block party. Scarface the place whenever they be on me. I ain't even lying, it feel like a block party. So many girls, you think it's a dot party. Everybody drunk off the Henny and Bacardi. Girls dancing wall to wall and acting horny. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I ain't even lying, it feel like a block party. So many girls, you think it's a dot party. Everybody drunk off the Henny and Bacardi. Girls dancing wall to wall and acting horny. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me. I just hope, man, that she do it all for me.
Just go. Just go.
You cramp my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go,
what you might be, yo. Telling me is a hard task, but you ask for dough. Whoa, not happen. You love me, my stop capping. You want me to stop rapping, support me is what you lacking. You're hating, I'm not jacking. You playing, I'm all facts. When I tell you to get your shit, my split, and get the packing, cuz
you crack my style, you block my flow. You hurt my heart, you rip my soul. Where you be at, I just don't know. Girl, now you gotta go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go.
Yeah. This is New Jersey. Fuck, I look like letting a nigga ignore me. Fuck, I look like letting a bitch spit on his track before me. Get the fuck out my state. You a op, know your place. Get the fuck out my face. Time to annihilate. Stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Bitch, move. Can't you see royalty coming through? 201 represented down to 732. Queen of Jersey, bout to lay it down on the beat. You know me on Instagram when I pull up, you don't speak it. Clap the fuck up. They get it live at exit 9. Creep up on the highway on I-95. Got some miles. Who stealing all the keys to your Bemis? Call on them Jersey boys, time to deliver. Real rowdy in Essex County. Have you floating on a Hudson RP to your cousin wasn't nothing. Come correct when you touch down in Chilltown. They be getting busy in over capital city. Ready for the sauce, cool it off, hot dip. Big Vegas stand out like a skylight. This is New Jersey. Fuck, I look like letting a nigga ignore me. Fuck, I look like letting a bitch spit on his track before me. Get the fuck out my state. You are out, know your place. Get the fuck out my face. Time to annihilate. Stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Jersey, stand the fuck up and push your fuck back. Bitch, move. Can't you see royalty coming through? 201 represented down to 732. Hey yo, ain't no shade to New York, but I just had to let y'all know Jersey get busy too. Yeah.
Hey, I'm kind of glad you didn't pick up. I kind of just called to hear your voice, so
Even
your
when I'm
voice
ballin',
recording was enough.
you see me scarring. I'm a guitar.
What am I doing?
Said I only want you, yeah. Said I only want you.
I feel kind of dumb, but
6 in the morning, I see you calling. I won't ignore it. Oh no, 'cause I only want you, yeah.
I've been thinking about
I only want you, yeah.
and how much I miss your
I
touch.
wanna know how you feel
I
inside.
miss being around you,
Oh baby,
hearing your laugh and holding
I
your
wanna
hand.
know from your vibe.
I think of you every
Yeah,
day.
baby. Won't you
I
pull
hope
up in
and
your
I wish that
ride?
you're doing okay.
Oh baby,
I want to go back to
and
the
in the
whole
sunset
thing,
when we ride.
because
I only want you, yeah. So tell me, can you show me something? Yeah. 'Cause I need you to show me. Tell me, baby, how you feeling inside. Whoa, said I only want you when things get hard and times go bad. Be for the good. I only want you whenever I'm without myself. I only want you to bring me back, just like that. 'Cause I only want you. Said I only want you, yeah. Even when I'm ballin', you see me scarring. I'm out here tarring, yeah. Say I only want you, yeah. I only want you, yeah. 6 in the morning, I see you calling. I won't ignore it. Oh no, 'cause I only want you, yeah. Said I only want you, yeah. Tell me how you feeling, 'cause I wanna know how it may feel inside. I wanna know every movement just to see how you feel inside. Said I only want you, yeah. Can you feel me? I only want you, yeah. matter what, baby, I only want you. I only want you, yeah. Even when I'm ballin', you see me scarring. I'm out here tarring, yeah. Said I only wanted you, yeah. I only wanted you, yeah. 6 in the morning, I see you calling. I won't ignore it. Oh no, said I only want you, yeah. Said I only want you, yeah. Baby.
What they talking about?
King Lyrical, bitch.
They say I'm New York's finest. I'm New York's boldest, a street soldier, hotter than a couple Folgers and Megan Thee Stallion posters. I'm backing out the lever, his man's gon' be the watcher. Pussy, I'm with whatever. They say I'm New York's finest. I'm New York's boldest, a street soldier, hotter than a couple Folgers and Megan Thee Stallion posters. I'm backing out the lever, his man's gon' be the watcher. Pussy, I'm with whatever, y'all can get it. Pillow talking to a bitch I introduced you to. In your mind, got a perfect flick, but in reality, it was the perfect flip. I'm moving mine like a Rubik's Cube, I call them my little bricks, I'm the shit. You wanna get technical now, but I will pound and buzz hard on your bitch like a flagrant foul. There's a dangerous style, I'm free God, but my kingdom is wild. Glock barrel is my walk, let me turn him to child. Bow down to the king now in town. Mr. Lane's around, so boogie down like the BX. I'm blessed how I mastered his mind. Flabbergasted cause he knows the rite of passage is mine. And I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of death, cause I am a wordsmith in an Oliver's dress. Switching swords as I sharpen with the tone of my breath. Pussy shaking into the bloom and strip him down to his flesh. They say I'm New York's finest. I'm New York's boldest, a street soldier, hotter than a couple Folgers and Megan Thee Stallion posters. I'm backing out the lever, his man's gon' be the watcher. Pussy, I'm with whatever. They say I'm New York's finest. I'm New York's boldest, a street soldier, hotter than a couple Folgers and Megan Thee Stallion posters. I'm backing out the lever, his man's gon' be the watcher. Pussy, I'm with whatever, y'all can get it. Captain Morgan, let's set the tone. Either a melancholy drama or death before dishonor. Niggas switching sets, they playing the colorama. I pulled the white flag to the floor, the Dalai Lama. Heart full of rage, and I'm ready to roar. And the king know the game like a chessboard. I was a pawn and struggled to the other side, but one night my bishop gave me a high five and told me, you the one that they looking for. Like a wanted fugitive, they always down to piece the core. Flip the script, show 'em how I seize the storm. Conquistador, tell the Mexicans to sweep the floor. They put the natives to the west, tell the motherfuckers that they can pay it to the rest, till the bacon hit your chest. And his native fear, I am better than the rest. With my slug hotel check-in or be a guest, pussy.
I can't lie, yeah, look, chat, set. I can't lie, I've had a couple of shots, shooting my shot, carrying faith like I'm praying to pop. Woo back, throw it back, trying to know that. Running on your body like you don't gotta hold back. Babe, this feeling's electric, fire raging is hectic. Grounded, my spirit's hard when we bending elements present. Shorty, a hyperstimulant, I'm feeling the fix. Intimate shit, injected in my veins after a couple of hits. Trying to get familiar with your motions now. Stick around, I got your name on the crown. Choose a gown, I'm breaking boundaries down. It's in the stars like suddenly teach astrology now.
Baby,
Feel
what's
me?
the vibe? Can't lie, you my type.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Ty, I like to end the show like this.
Okay.
Somebody like yourself, grinding, been hustling, trying to get to the same place that you're trying to get. What is the best advice you can give to them? Something you would really leave them with.
Best advice is be yourself. That's number one. No matter what crowd you're in or atmosphere or what you see on TV or what's going on, it's always best to be yourself. That's number one. Number two, stay in your lane at all times. You understand? I get it. You know, they may have different waves of music and different sounds of music, but they come and go. You understand? Like the drill. It was hot during the pandemic. Now drill is like next to violence. You understand? So, and there's always a lane for everybody, no matter what style of music you do. There's always a lane. And also, number three, networking is everything, relationships is everything.
Right.
You understand? If Lonnie didn't hit me up to be a part of this interview, I probably would have never met you, even though I saw you before.
Right.
But I would have never met you and get to know you.
Right.
If I never met David L, shout outs David L, respect the grind, I would have never met Blue Diaz.
Right.
All of this came through networking.
Right.
You understand?
Of course.
And all of this is gonna come through relationships down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
understand?
first and foremost, it's through the hand of God.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that's right.
and that as well. Always put God first. You know,
Peace to that.
that's really about it.
Lonnie, I'm gonna ask you the same question since this is your, your first show. When you getting your feet wet, you know what I'm saying? We listen. Me and Blue did it on our first, on the
I already know
show.
what it is. Go ahead.
So we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get you involved too.
Lord, what was the question? Can you spell it?
SNOOP. No, okay.
Nah.
Just some advice that you would give the next artist, coming up just like yourself, that's in the same lane as you. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just trying
For
to
sure,
get
to
there.
definitely piggyback off of what Todd said is most important. And what I put and promote the most is be yourself. We are all here to put, different purposes and different energies onto the world and the planet. So I feel like it's important to always just be yourself.
Definitely.
Maintain your wellness, your mental health. That's very important. I hate that mental illness and mental health is something recently talked about during the pandemic, when these are things that people in real life experience.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that's very important, especially as an artist. Take care of your mental health. Don't worry about what the people say. If you gotta scream, laugh, go crazy, if you know, it's about 7 of us and me. You know what I mean? So
on a good day.
On a good day. But now I always just try to tell myself, all of us as a unit,
right,
to just focus on keeping your mental clear. Keep a good balance and keep yourself grounded no matter what. You know what I mean? I feel like that's important. And last but not least, keep that perseverance going. Just keep going. Consistency is key. If you do drill, keep doing drill. If you do R&B, keep doing R&B. Don't let nobody tell you who to be. I mean, that was a bar. Don't let it go over your head. You feel me? But that's really it.
By the way, my favorite. This is one of Lonnie's. This is Lonnie's favorite slogan, which she performs, and I actually really fuck with this slogan. I tried to use it one time, but it doesn't work like the way she does
Can't
it.
do it like I do.
So I just stick to Abraham Lincoln died.
Hold on. I want to get into that.
Hold on. Wait.
That is hilarious.
We're going to get into the Abraham Lincoln shit.
On the next episode, we get into Abraham Lincoln died. But she always says, and I love this because when the crowd actually participates with it, it actually warms a lot of people's hearts. I'm sure it does. When she says, "When I say I love me, say I love me too," that really means something. When I hear that, it means something because it's like you really gotta love yourself before you could do anything.
That's a fact. Love goes a long way, so you can't give love if you don't know how to receive love for yourself first.
Right.
And I had to learn. It took me years to learn that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, love is a big energy. It's one of the most powerful emotions.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So once you love yourself, you learn how to love others, and others learn how to love you.
Facts.
And then together we just some loving ass people. You know what I mean? So you gotta love to hate and hate to love, and all of it is all back to just love. So love yourself and put yourself first at all times. That's an important thing as an artist. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that's the big thing. Keep your courage on and just believe in yourself.
And first and foremost, shout out to Abraham Lincoln.
Yo, in his hat.
On his hat.
In his hat. Abraham Lincoln. A lot happened when he died. We're going to talk about that on the next episode.
On the next episode of Abraham Lincoln died.
I'm curious. I wasn't there. You was there.
He was there?
He was there.
No, I wasn't.
You know everything that happened when Abraham Lincoln died.
Yeah, he was watching.
He was a fly in the wall or something.
Oh my God!
He was watching a play, and then somebody just shot him in the back of the head. They ran.
And King was there.
And King was dead.
Right.
And when he was dead on the floor, King was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna drag your name on."
Yo, I'm done.
I'm
gonna drag your name on.
Drag your name on. Yeah. Every morning, me and King, we talk on the phone. He was drinking up some coffee in the morning. Yeah, shit. Ever since Abraham Lincoln died.
Real facts.
Like he be tired still saying it. And when
you know.
How about before he go to sleep, Lonnie?
He does that, yeah. He's done it a lot.
He be closing his eyes talking about before. Abraham.
When the hell did it become Abraham Lincoln King Lyrical Day? Anyway,
Abraham Lincoln King Lyrical.
All right, so listen, man. On that note, we gonna
shout
get
out to my brothers
episode.
King Lyrical and Abraham Lincoln. Let's go.
Yo, infamous Ty, we appreciate you coming out.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
We definitely gonna have you back up here soon. You know, we're gonna get more into the project for sure. I'm definitely gonna be tapping in. I'm sure everybody else is as well. Lonnie, thank you for coming. You know, debuting with us. You know, we finally got the trio. We here. We strong.
Listen, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna definitely be here. You know, shit happens.
You ain't got a choice.
The three amigos.
You know, the three amigos got it.
Three musketeers.
But on that note, High Rise Radio. I am King Lyrical.
I am Lonnie Lyric.
And I'm Blue Diaz.
And we'll see you on the next episode of High Rise Radio.
Let's
And we
go.
out.